What is up, you guys? It's Bo Rob. Hello, everyone. Back with some gaming goodness. Today we are back with Genshin Impact. We're going to be doing some Genshin today. First things first, though, actually. Genshin 5.7 is live. Let me... We obviously got 2 new characters out. But there's a bunch of stuff that I have yet to watch. So I want to do that first. Let me, screen share. Alright, so... There's a couple things I want to check out. So obviously the Skirk animated short has gone live. So I want to check that out. Then maybe we'll check out Skirk's teaser and trailer. Alright, let's check this out though. The false sky, the shattered moon. Those who come from beyond, the power to reshape the fate of the world, are known as Descenders. Let me double check first though, I'd be silly if I didn't. Okay. You are not yet worthy of the name Descender, since it is I who have opened the border for you. You are nothing but a trespasser. Ooh! She's like a mermaid from the stars? Was she summoned by... Hey! Seek a means to defeat me. Walk the path I once walked. Is this Sir Logi the Foul? Remember, you do not belong there. It is not your home. Hey, what? Hey, girl, hey! Cool. Dane? Skirk clashed with Dane. Liu. Child. Battling the Abyss, battling... Cool. Sick. The 2 shooting stars meet her? Is that what that implies? They're the 2 shooting stars, which is always symbolize the traveler and their sibling. But she was there. That looks like the beach. Oh, that was beautiful. That was really beautiful. I loved that. Man, I'm excited for Skirk. Like... I'm not gonna watch her miscellany. But let's check out Skirk's character teaser and character trailer. I'm not gonna watch the miscellany because we're gonna be summoning her. You want me to track down Skirk? Any leads?
師匠は謎めいた人でどんな人物かがわからないことにはなそうだなそういえば俺が
After finishing my training
3つの質問をしていいと言われた
Baby child
ずっと不思議だったんだけどなんで俺を弟子にしてくれたのお前があれを呼び覚ました
You awaken the whale
私が教えた武芸が将来役に立つだろうもちろん生きて帰るにはもっと
You can see the shadow of the whale
すでにいろいろ習っただろどうやってもっと強くなればいいんだよ
まだ基礎だけだ
Weaponry is starting
まだ荒い
Damn!
形ある武器を完全に極めれば次のステージに行けるだろう
This is all. Heaven and earth become your blades. All of creation bends to your will. Seek even higher power. Why do you scowl all the time? Yeet! Skirk, the master of Yeet.
深淵を離れるとき、師匠が最後にこう言ったのが聞こえた。いつか滅びゆく星々を越えていけば。
Traverse the wreckage of the stars. You will know the world as I see it. Where is she from? What is that? Is that the red moon? Is that... What world does she hail from? Oh, I'm so curious. Let's check out her character trailer. That was beautiful. Well...
As if it could last forever.
Sumeru, anyway. Sumeru.
The only choice.
The toy house? Is that, Simulanka? Oh, damn! Why is everything about Skirk so damn cool? Battling the Abyss Heralds?
You endure. You evolve.
Oh, that outfit change! Dead whale? Does that have something to do with maybe the creation of the all-devouring narwhal? Ooh!
darkness falls, I will slit its throat.
Now I know why she's cryo. It's not for that silly reason they said during the 5.7 trailer or live stream. Oh, she is cryo because she wants to blend in. No! She's cryo because she's cold as hell! Oh, I love it! Unlike, like. Same with this, unlike. Why is everything about Skirk so goddamn cool? Alright, so... Okay, so we just reacted to Skirk's trailer, teaser, and the animated short. She is so cool. I'm gonna switch back over. Oh, wait, no. There we go. To this. And we are going to start. 5.7 is live. Let's check it out. We obviously have a new character story with date. Oh, chill out. Chill out. Mahika, chill out. Alright, we got a bunch of new stuff. New Traveler's Tales. Skirk's Story Quest. The Void Star. A Space and Time for You. And a Moment of Syzygy. Have I ever analyzed this? A Moment of Syzygy. Syzygy is one of my go-to, it's one of my 3 go-to words for Hangman. Syzygy means 3 celestial bodies in alignment. An eclipse is an example of syzygy. It's when any 3 heavenly bodies line up. Sun, moon, star. Planet, planet, planet. Whatever. And the end of the journey is also the beginning. Time is meaningless. You and I are clearly looking at the same view. Space is meaningless, and destiny and mind collide. And twine all those threads together. Again, the phrasing of that makes me think like the loom of fate. Oh, looks like we got some Inazuma characters, some Sumeru, and some Fontanians. Gotta get my Welkin. We obviously got some story quest.
Many insects have a compulsion.
Should the chess piece ever grow minds of their own, could they too force their players into awkward zugzwang? So many cool words today. Zugzwang is it's a chess term. It's the moment at which you realize you're going to be checkmated. It's like the impending death knell of a chess game.
To follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light.
New envisaged echo for Raiden Shogun and Shenhe. And obviously I gotta do my weekly transdomains, which I haven't done yet.
Hope.
The biggest one in history. You might want to get a guide if you're not.
Alright. Skirk Dahlia is on the board as well. Azurelite Calamity Queller. Let me check my history here. been a minute. $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, $35, $40, $45, $50, $55, $56, $58. And that was a failed pulse because I got Skyward Pride. So my next one should be a guarantee. And it shouldn't be too far away. Alright, give me 1 sec. We should be good, but I just want to... I think I'm good for a few. And I think we have very low pity here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 24. Alright, so we have pretty low pity. So we're at 24. But we're also at pretty good pity for the sword. So you know what I want to do? This is how we're going to start the stream, baby. This is how we're starting. And because I did something and dumb and pulled... Calamity Queller? No! I have that! Oh, I guess because the fate point doesn't carry over? That's stupid. Boo! I mean, I still got Calamity Queller, which is pretty cool. Alright. So, obviously, we have Skirk. We got a couple things to do. I think I'm going to do a Space and Time for You. That's what we're doing today. Tomorrow, we're playing Mafia. Because we're doing that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have Friday off. So, Friday, I was going to do a bunch of games. I was going to do Marvel. I was going to do Fortnite. Continue the Fortnite story. And I'll probably do Skirk's character story on Friday. Yeah. She's a Tenebris Pia boss. First things first. Someone from Beyond the Stars.
There's still a long road ahead.
Her foolish young apprentice.
Come on, don't keep me waiting.
Thank you for permitting, no, inviting me to join you.
Witness
And she
my
landed in
magnificence.
Fontaine. couple favorite spots. I don't remember which one of these is my favorite. It's not that one. The beautiful spiraling school of fish is. There we go. Okay. So here we are. The water is a fontaine. Not far from the entrance. Ooh, also, you know what? Let me got a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, so we're hoping for Dahlia, and we're obviously hoping for Skirk. No. This one, Dick. Let's also check, how are we on Candace? We're C6 Candace, and I believe we're definitely C6 Diona. We're probably like C40 Diona. Okay. It's time. Skirk, come home, right? So we're at 24. This is 34. Dahlia came home. Okay, that's pretty dope. 34, and that's C0. It's 44. This is 54. Okay. 64. We're not gonna get low pity, are we? $74. You're kidding me! $75. Alright. 50-50, baby.
I am Skirk, disciple of Sir Taloji, the Foul. You've proven your strength to me along your journey, and earned the right to speak to me as an equal. Now, let me witness how your fate unfolds.
Alright, baby. 50-50. Was that the Radiance? It might have been the Radiance there, too. Alright. So we got the fate point. We're in for a penny, in for a pound. There we go. We had the fate point, so we're good. That was not bad, baby. I'll say it. That was way better than anticipated. We got Dahlia. We got Azure Light. We got Skirk, and we got an extra Calamity Queller. Not bad, child. Does it stink that we kind of only got one Dahlia? A little? And I never pull for 4 stars unless I'm pulling for 5 stars. First things first. We could get a C2 Calamity Queller. Or an R2 Calamity Queller. Let's just see what that would give me. Okay, it would become gain 15% elemental damage, an increase 3% there, an increase of 0.8% to attack. We'll hold off on it for now.
Okay, let's take a walk.
All right, let's go, go, go!
Where's the Scoffier?
Let's go stretch our legs while the flavors are mingling.
Finally. A shielder like Layla might be nice. I don't know, let's do... Where's seat lobby?
Leave me alone. Never mind. Let's go.
Alright. So we got Dahlia. We got Skirk. A little deacony cat boy. You know? That doesn't look bad on him. Put Black Sword for now, let's see. Zephyr's Moonlight, not bad. It is very regal, very churchy, it feels. Blackcliff Longsword. The tassel kind of looks good with his cloak as well. Actually really good on him. I gave that to Bennett, but that looks really cool on him. And it's a parasol. It feels windy. And I think I'm gonna give him the black sword. Thirst for violence and conflict. Its user becomes drunk on the red wine of slaughter. Wine, church. It's a bit of a stretch. God, her weapon looks so good. Azure Light, the blade was once pure and pristine as the white dawn star, but has been turned to deep dark blue. I can ascend it. Let's see what the just added some white to it. That does look very beautiful. Okay. Set it an extra time. We're good. God, the basic attack on this is pretty damn high. Within 12 seconds using an elemental skill is used, attack is increased by 24% during this time, and the equipped character has 0 energy. Attack will be increased further. So use her energy. Just throw whatever I got for now on. Cryo damage and crit damage. thought I turned off. Trash. 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 Alright, so I can get her to 50 for now. Now for Dahlia. So equip whatever they recommend for now. Wind's Gentle Grace. And I need the Secret Source Automaton. Which is the one out on the island. Okay. So the guy out on the island...
Ooh.
And... Bad Tree. Alright, let's try them out. Let's try out Skirk first. He's a cryo damage dealer who uses certain subtlety to attack opponents. So you can either deal continuous damage or burst damage depending on how her abilities are used. When Skirk uses her skill, she can obtain a fixed amount of Serpent's Subtlety. It can maintain the special mode, which she can enter by tapping her skill, in which her normal attacks are enhanced. That's increased continuous damage. Or be fully consumed, unleashing Havoc Ruin, rapid consecutive slashes. After unlocking Skirk's passive, Reason Beyond Reason, when party members trigger Frozen, Superconduct, Cryo Squirrel, or Cryo Swirl, not Cryo Squirrel, or Cryo Crystallize, they will create Void Rifts. Skirk can absorb these rifts through specialized means, which allow her to obtain additional Serpent Subtlety, which will give her more time in the 7 flash phase or a bigger Havoc Ruin. Tapping her skill, she can obtain a fixed amount of Serpent Subtlety to switch to 7-phase flash mode. Her normal attacks are enhanced and will convert all damage to cryo. Her interruption resistance will be increased. Skirk can use Elemental Burst, which does not consume subtlety, increasing normal attack damage. Her passive, whatever. Or burst damage is the other option. When holding the skill, she obtains a fixed amount of subtlety and enters high-speed movement mode. Movement atop water. She also absorbs nearby void rifts, which you get from doing cryo reactions. Alright, let's
Where
take
do
a
we
look at
come
her
from?
first.
And where are we going?
Alright, very clean looking. Cool. So that's the hold, but the tap. It becomes a double-sided blade That is really cool. Cool attack. 4, 5. Okay, so it's a 4-part attack. Her heels look awesome. I love the fins. Let's just watch for a what is her idol? Hands off. That's so friggin' cool! Yeah, no, vision burst. Vision marker on the hip. Vision marker on the hip. No vision marker for Skirk. Alright.
Let's dance.
There's more!
A little.
Hold.
Behold the abyss.
Those are void, then hold.
The power.
Let me weave you a verse.
Revelation. The truth shall set you free. Hear ye.
No recipe, no problem. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of good.
What? Oh, I have it set to... She's fun. The other one to try out. Let's try out Dahlia. Hydro support provides shields to protect his allies and increase their attack speed. He can use his elemental skill to summon a sacramental shower. After Dahlia uses his burst, he will cause characters in the party to enter the Favonian favor state. During that time, the attack character or trigger frozen reactions to gain Benison. When the Favonian favor state will increase during this time, shield of favor is broken. He consumes 1 Benison to summon another shield. Okay. Summons his Bible. What a polite young man. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
3, 1. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Very clean sword work.
Anyone else?
Ooh! But can I aim it? I can aim it. I can aim it in the air?
This should be fun.
Oh no, okay. That was still pretty cool.
Animal archive.
Dead reckoning! Frost is coming! Submit for judgment!
This should be fun.
Getting here! Frost is coming!
Let's stir things up. The Oracle didn't mention that. Westwind, carry me.
A touch of frost. Spirit blade. Pair! Getting here!
Swirl, Mark 2. Yeah. The Saiyan Animal Archive.
Pair! Getting here! Commence
things up.
From whence you came, forth my blade.
Animal test 6308. Surprise baptism. West wind, carry me.
Prepare! Submit for judgment.
Alright, that's kind of fun. Let's also do Shenna's just to knock out and get this 20 primo.
Obey!
Day!
Allow me. Take flight. Sakura swirl. Cryo incarnate. Stand clear. Enhanced animal module 75. My apologies. Unleash. Rest and revamp. Embrace the ice. Do your master's bidding. Swirl, Mark 2. Obey.
All right. She doesn't count as Fontanian for the sake of jumping out of water. Neither does Dahlia. Let's quickly,
Let's stir things up. Bon appetit. Show no mercy. Extinguish. Fulfill our pact. A dash of frosting. Surge. Mine to wield.
oh, we entered a special mode.
Surprise! Extinguish.
Oh, that dark outfit looks so cool.
No recipe, no problem. Let's stir things. A knife. Get to work. Surprise them. Show no mercy. Let's do it.
Should be able to get 1 or 2 more recipes.
Fulfill our pact. Surprise! Ha!
Okay, good.
Let's stir things up. Anyone else?
Merciless.
Look how cool that is! Sorry. I'm really digging Skirk.
Where to?
Prepare hell well. Here comes another. Gotcha. This was new. This was new.
Let's stir things up. Off to the freezer.
Not too far now.
I will. Don't mind if I do. Let's do this then.
Save the animal archive. Goose on the loose.
Tell me what you see.
Another star goes out.
Oh, that's so cool. There it was. Okay, I get it.
Yes, you are.
So this is the tap state. That was the hold state. Okay. Oh, that won't do. Hold on. Azure Wind. Actually looks pretty good. No, Wings of Delicacies look too good.
Let's go, shall we?
Fight.
Attack the frosting. This should be my tide rising.
That's how I like it. Into the void.
Time to say hello.
May the archive protect you. I drain of solid. Next time.
She seems like a chaotic character. hate this one. We'll just... Ah! What?
All right, this should do the trick.
Preparing meds for baby Saurians?
Sharp eye, traveler. Here, check this out. A new formula I just whipped up. Works like just one problem. It's too good. Case in point, a few days ago, Kakuku swiped 2 tablets while I...
Still got room for seconds, bro!
Let's say it works.
Looks like the... Otherwise, Natlan's gonna have a juvenile Saurian obesity epidemic.
No!
I didn't realize Aoife was one of the,
Add Astra... Thank you for Add Astra...
Alright, not bad. Let's check out Temple.
This realm...
Why? This is such an unnecessary extra step. I now have to add them to a menu. Sethos 8. We're almost done with Yao Yao.
If you ever have...
Those.
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there. It will never perish.
She uses contention. Alright. Well, we're about an hour into the stream and we haven't started the story yet. But then again, we got Skirk.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Merciless.
God, her design is so friggin' elegant. Oh. Oh, I get rewards for claiming them? I guess I think these are the ones that I did in the past week or two. I haven't done these ones in a minute. Which ones do I need to do? I'll do all those at some point this week. I currently made it to there. I just want to quickly check. We have new envisaged echoes as well for Shenhe and Raiden Shogun. That's cool. Oh, and it's like the Thunder Sakura's falling behind her. That's really pretty. I still need to finish Kazuha, Zhongli, and Ningguang. All right. Let's swap out of this party for now.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries. I have high hopes for this journey.
The campaign begins.
Time to broaden the horizons again.
Okay. I think it's time for the story. The key that unlocks fate. Near the Collective of Plenty, you agree to help Ian-san conduct a patrol. However, you stumble upon something completely unexpected. Everything else there's apples. All right. I'm still bummed we haven't gotten another map expansion. 5.0. This was 5.2. And this was... .4 or 0.5? 5.5, I think. So 6 we got nothing, 7 we got nothing. So hopefully we finally get the Mara Javari in 5.8. Alright. Here we go.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that.
Hey!
I didn't expect to run into you two here.
Oh, hey, Coach Yan-san. What are you doing here all by
Oh,
yourself?
wait. Is that new Paimon VA?
Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
It's a cute VA.
All right, got it. But seriously,
I think Zach and
what
Sarah
is
said
me
they're going to
for?
be back
Some coach from
voicing...
hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do.
Back to voicing in 5.8, I want to say. Yeah, Sarah and Zach do not have any voices in this quest. Oh, Kaching was officially recast as well. Gainsliff is not voiced in this. Oh. Alright.
That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
That sounds more like helping you
Yeah.
out.
All jokes aside, you're right. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon. And so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, As you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no! Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you. Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Yan-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition!
Okay.
Perfect.
It'll take me a minute to get used to it, but it's a cute voice. I like it.
Look.
I'll do it for you, Paimon.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. That'll free me up to check the other section.
Sure thing. Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling.
Alright, do I want to do English VA and get used to Paimon? Part of me wants to create a secondary account. Just so I can go and play all these quests again when the characters are voiced.
What's this? Was there always a cave here? We should go take a look, right? Seems like a thing to do on a patrol.
I don't know, have I ever been up here?
Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile. Why is it hiding away?
Carrie Bear!
Ah! You woke it up! Huh? It ran away. Guess our reputation in that land is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
Something on the ground.
You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off. Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still. What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
The what? This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship?
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat? So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
No, I still have mine. I made sure to keep it safe and sound.
Whoa! Yeah, these look identical. So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
One belongs to me, the other to my brother.
Knew it! Huh, the keys to a spaceship! Huh, somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Oh, wait, no, descender. But anyway, now we know where it came from, the question is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your brother lost his key somewhere not far from here, then that Hilichurl found it, and if that's true, it means your brother was here recently!
And by extension, the Abyss Order was probably here as well.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy.
Could the Abyss Order be moving
Anson's
in now
patrol
that
on
the
a whim.
Gasoitov
And
and
now,
the
we
Abyss
made this
itself has been
bombshell
pushed out?
discovery and found a huge
It's opened
lead
a
on your
new
brother.
chance for them.
Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or
That could be cool.
do you think we should check back in with Ian-san?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile.
Oh, hey, Ian-san, what's up? Didn't think we were actually just about to go.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been canceled.
Wait, canceled?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Huh?
Didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly. Ether is on the move again. I'll have to find a way to speak with him in person this time.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on... It's like they're preparing to go to war.
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows.
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked. Our defenses are holding strong so far. So I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Malika knows. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the
I'm
hero
keen
of
to find out
Natlan is on the
more.
case.
I can provide some information on the
Great.
Abyss Order.
Then let's head.
A space and time for you. So hey! I'm still not here yet. We still got... Max level reach in the current version. I would be level 50 already. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Malika!
Oh? Ah, great timing, Ian-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us.
That's what I'd like to know as well.
Last we heard,
Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
No.
Seems unlikely, but then
It's too early to say anything definite.
how are the battles going?
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from...
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
True.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces. However, this is still a war.
They're also
so we
more
must give it our
intelligent,
all
though.
and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The
The
tribes are
heralds and the
organizing their
lectors.
defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own.
No. I should probably tell you. This one's personal for me.
In what way?
So, my brother, the current leader of the Abyss Order, is my brother.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, if you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal could be?
I want to know as well. The last we heard, the Luma Fate was functional.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers. But he's been avoiding her.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
We're thousand-year-old
Yeah,
ancients that
that
travel
may
the
be.
stars.
But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
I might hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend...
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat.
Many thanks. And don't worry, you're still Natlan's hero. I'm not gonna blame you for something your sibling has done. Still, if we manage to find your brother, you wouldn't mind if I gave him a good punch to teach him a lesson, would you?
No, go for it. And enter Dainsliff. This is my guess. This is where Dane would enter.
Look, it's Eulalie.
Oh no, Sidali.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Eulalie out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're... The more I thought about it, the angrier I got.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey, she's saying your brother has poor taste.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. If I were him, I would have changed the name long ago.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad.
But hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Good.
We haven't fought a
Much
good old
needed chance
Abyss
to
Mage
vent
in
my
a while.
frustration. And not a moment.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud.
Strike a pop! Shine down!
Everyone hold hands.
Show no mercy! Phew.
Much better.
They melted too quickly.
Ooh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcement.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
The warriors.
So I've had C4 energy drink before. I've been trying this flavor for the past
The
few
battle
days.
against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds.
It's
so
literally
everyone's used
just
to working together.
pink
Well,
Starburst.
morale's
It's
high
amazing.
and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold.
Incredible.
Shower me with praise. Illusion shattered.
I see everything.
Forward! Crush them!
Dark light candlesticks are created by believers of the Abyss and Chaos. Will constantly absorb characters' elemental energy and convert it to void wards. Destroy the wards as quickly as possible to retrieve the converted energy.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it! The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance! Strike a pose! Illusion shattered!
Grow, grow, grow.
Warriors! Attack! After them!
Heal, heal. Heal. Heal, heal. Heal, heal. Heal.
How brilliant! Ah.
Shine down! You must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Night Wind!
Resist the Abyss when pay the price!
Illusion
I see everything.
Oh, I miss Enjo.
There is no escape!
Playable Enjo when?
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Huh. The Abyss Orders.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. Well, whatever.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more but this time was different. With a few exceptions, most—
Huh? Not sure I follow.
Destroy those,
They did a tactical retreat, that's
little
all.
fire
It's
campfires
just a different
wherever you see
strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation.
So you're saying there's more
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage.
No wiser to their order, back to square one. If I could only get Ether to talk to me, I could get answers for all of this. I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty. The key is our only lead so far.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that, but you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to—
Go ahead, you two. See,
Before the dawn.
we're back where we started. Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. Ugh. We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket? Seems kinda ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows?
And Dane.
Sometimes in life, things just go missing, and that's that.
No? Oh, that new character.
Someone's here. Please help me.
Immediately look at the eyes.
What happened?
Two flowers in the hair. Conrian eyes.
Now isn't the time.
Almost looks like a Conrian manner of
Please, you've
dress.
gotta help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
You've come to the right person. Where are these monsters?
Yeah, where are they?
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
We're not.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
Where do you intend to
What's
run?
wrong with that girl?
Is she... If the Luma Fate is a being and Carrie Bear was a failed Luma Fate, is she the new Luma Fate?
Oh no! It looks like something... Quick, let's see if she's okay. What's wrong? Are you hurt? What?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Suddenly I can see them.
Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's
Take care of
great.
that.
Savior?
Is this a weird time shenanigan?
Everyone will be.
Sick.
You done? You just looked like you were slicing a thin air. Kind of funny, actually.
I can only see them once I held her hand.
Oh, really?
Sure. It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for
Deirdith.
saving me just now.
All right.
I'm really grateful for your help.
A new Genshin page. Gyarados.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With her, so what was the deal with those monsters?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't...
Whoa, that must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
That would have made us even more monstrous than the monsters.
Don't worry, we aren't like that, but more importantly...
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
This is Cave Deer Boy.
Good idea.
Let's rest there for now.
I'll take you.
Phew, thank you so much. Despite, I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from?
A small village, far away from here.
I walked for what seemed like forever and lost
Okay.
my way, so maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
She called us savior.
Huh. That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny.
Ether is the savior, or our sibling is the savior?
Anyway, there was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us. So my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years. Suddenly...
Oh, so that's what... Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And she's already got a ton of titles,
I don't think so.
She won't mind one extra.
Actually...
What?
Everything except the gender. The savior was described...
Oh, for goodness sake.
There's someone who matches all the requirements.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be...
Who? Who is it?
My brother.
You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Please, can you take me to see him?
Huh. Maybe, if you're...
Huh? But...
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Have you always believed Doomsday will come? Have you always believed the Savior will come?
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the Savior.
Do you really buy this whole...
She spoke with conviction. Maybe it's another lie? She's blushing.
She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clear...
Oh, how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the Savior, and it's not every day that the Savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of... So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
What do you mean, limit?
How am I supposed to respond to that?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said any... Like I said, I'm going to hide here until... If you manage to find the...
Are you sure you'll be...
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden.
Alright then. Well, take care. What a mysterious girl. But hey, at least she seems to like you. Anyway, this is probably all the
Why don't we bring her back to the village?
Don't worry.
Now, the name of this quest is A Space and Time for You. Space, obvious, our spaceship. Time, though. Could the Doomsday she is talking about could it be the fall of Conria? Maybe?
Oh, you're back.
Nothing substantial, unfortunately.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No progress yet.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us. And in a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock. Huh. I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, they've been working a pretty demanding schedule.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, young.
Technically my sibling's fault. Talk to the forward sentries. Hey, Satura.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though.
I do.
You do? Then it's truly an honor.
Thank you for standing guard this whole.
It's all good. Honestly,
We
it's
fought
not
with
been
him
that much
during
work. Haven't heard
the
a
war,
peep
during
from
the
enemy.
5.2.
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss
Or
Order
5.1
operatives,
during
but they
Archon
weren't acting hostile,
Chapter 4.
just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe, but they didn't sense anything untoward. So we just put it down to religious.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well. The more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Could it be related to their true
Well,
objective?
the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty hot.
Huh? Is that Tumaini?
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war. But a one-on-one chat with our great hero? How can I not be nervous?
No one's here to judge you on your posture.
I'm sorry, great hero.
What Paimon guess? An autograph, right?
May I challenge you to a fight?
What? How can you?
No, of course. But I am still on patrol. So please.
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity.
I think it's a fair request.
Obviously, I never expected to win. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini.
Paimon!
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring.
Okay.
Not at all. We haven't spotted.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards.
Ignore Paimon.
Traveler? You're back already? And no one thought to wake...
In fairness, you look pretty hungover.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. What I meant to say is, I heard something
Yeah, that's right.
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some... hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our lake. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk.
Oh. So even... No wonder the shamans at Satura called to the front lines.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs.
Yeah.
There's no point.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. In war,
sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
I have one question for you.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Have you heard of monsters only visible to certain people?
You mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche. Or it could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use.
Alright, we get it! Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds.
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. Anyway, the short answer is there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I'm not that old.
I agree. It's hard to say what it was for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened?
Met a mysterious girl being chased by monsters. Couldn't see him.
Really?
As soon as I grabbed her.
You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you? Maybe the point is more
that
there's
she's
direct
so grumpy.
contact.
I love
Whether that
Silali
be
so
hand-holding
much.
Or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on. Sorry if that comes across as Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair—
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions. It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the— At the very least, we should sounds sensible. On that note, Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Why holding hands? Why that
I'm not normally so suspicious.
Maybe I should throw a teleport point up here for now. It's not horribly out of the way.
Here we are. Dear did. Oh, it's so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Stay quiet, moving carefully.
Traveler, watch out!
Badass.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
If I thought it would hurt, I would have dodged. And somehow it still hurt less than I expected.
That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, and it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved.
That's weirdly precise. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve—
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my— She already saved my life once.
Why not take you back to the nearby
For someone
village?
on the brink of starvation, you're
What? That is the real reason.
Could you really just be
Anyway,
Brazilian?
so, could you make me some food now?
Sure, I know a recipe. Only takes an hour and a half.
Paimon's getting hungry.
Celestia. Moon!
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
It's 2 favors you owe me now.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deirdith. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
It is.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out.
You weren't in there that long.
Time probably passed unbearably slow.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
Nope! Why would she think that? Does she know about the false
But
sky?
my grandma would tell me, the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you. Is it kind of like how journeying with the traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
That seems kinda right.
I really treasured my world. The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out. I'm going to make my world bigger. One step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Beyond
Who
the
knows?
stars.
Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah.
About that.
One day.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of to—
You know what? That's pretty cool.
Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away.
The more we chat, the more I convince Sam she's not a bad person. Doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The
There you go.
Where? Oh, still a—
It's okay. Come on.
Can you see them now?
Yep, stay back. I'll handle them.
Paimon still can't see anything.
Illusion shattered.
I see everything. Yeah.
There is no escape.
Shower me with praise.
Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith?
Deirdith.
Hey, it's okay.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You speak?
I was just... the image of the traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory.
I get it, Deirdith.
Seems like the least I can do.
Lumina baddie. Go for it, girl. Shoot your shot.
Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area.
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you...
I'm satisfied that she's in a threat. Can't hurt to monitor her for another night.
Alright. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith?
As you stare at the hibernation chamber key in your hands, a vivid dream fills your mind. Night Kingdom? This is the Night Kingdom? They're in meditation. Are they speaking to someone in the Night Kingdom? An Intivat flower? The Wyab, Ether, and the Lord of the Night? My head, it hurts. My headache, it's gone? I heard a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
Yeah, so the Doomsday is absolutely the dream I had. Was it her dream?
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, You just look quite distressed, like I thought if I took your hand into mine, but it didn't seem to work on you.
Oh, You better not...
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What is...
I saw Ether in the Night Kingdom at the start of the dream. Catch you in the morning.
You go ahead.
Oh.
Do I really seem that shady to you?
Well, Deirdith, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishables.
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal.
Alright, then we'll be off. Bye for now.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean...
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
It's the Abyss! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war.
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
Wait a second.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
Come here. Can she not see the beings of
You're
this?
right! I see them now. You weren't joking after all.
What a weird situation. Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
So she doesn't know Mawika. She's absolutely from the past. She's straight up from Conria, maybe.
Woohoo! All done!
So, there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. They're monsters which I can see, but Deirdith can't.
So, any ideas of... Oh, Paimon's getting a little... We gotta go! Bye for now!
See ya, and please take...
Why don't we bring her to the village?
We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just...
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
Did the Abyss Order send reinforcements? Some kind of secret weapon?
No, relax. Their front line has...
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is
Did we launch
good
an attack?
news, right?
Did
Why'd
we
you still
unleash the
look so
Pyro
serious?
Archon's might?
No, we're still mustering troops. So at first, I was but just now, I got the full story. One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like they wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
I know what happened.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them.
So we...
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Who else could it be? He'd never miss an occasion like this.
Dainsleif.
It's Dane time, baby! I think... Alright, we've got Japanese VA. Check one thing.
つまんないの。何か面白いことはないかい?
Not yet. Okay. Heal me up, please. God, I cannot wait for the day Dane's playable.
貴様ら、俺を待っていたのか。
Were you waiting for me?
久しぶりだな、ダイン。さっきは大活躍だったそうじゃないか。
It's been a while, yeah.
すぐお前だ。
But we heard one
ピンとき
down.
たぞ。
We figured you'd show up.
こっちはオイラたちの
You
友
caused
達
quite a
で
stir.
中人のイアン
This
サ
friend
だ。
of ours from Natlan, her
お前
name's
にお礼を言い
Ian-san.
たいってさ。
She came to thank you in
お
person.
会いできて光栄だ。ダインスレイブさん、戦局を切り開い
Thanks
て
for
くれて
breaking the
感謝す
stalemate
る。
in our war.
あんた
Natlan
み
is
たいな
fortunate
強者
to
が味
share a
方に
common
ついてく
enemy
れる
with
な
a
ん
mighty
て。
warrior.
礼など不要。アビス教団を相当した
No
の
need to
は
thank
自
me.
分
I
自
hunt
身
the
のた
Abyss
め
Order for my own reasons.
気にするなよ、イアンさん。
He always talks like that, but deep down he's a nice guy.
ウィーゾを受け継ぐ者は力を尊重する。ダインスレイブさんから敵意は感じないし、
Uizui Ansan respects
知り
those
合
with
えたことが
power.
素直に嬉しいぜ。あんたら、久しぶりの。
前も忙しいだろ。ダイン、お前
Would it have killed you to be a little more polite?
イアンサ、彼女の名前は覚えた。
I'll remember the name.
七神の民と関わるときは感情移入しない。これが俺の心情だ。
I won't invest more emotion necessary in dealing with citizens of the Seven. It's a matter of principle. Since you help break the stalemate, we'll let you off the hook.
まあいいか。
Stubborn as always.
お前は何か知ってるのか？ か？今回のアビス教団の目的とかさ。
Any new info about the Abyss? What are they trying to achieve?
アビス教団がこれほど大規模な行動を見
Never
せる
have
のは
I seen
初
them
めて
take
だ。
action on a large scale.
一見すると愚策にも思える
Taken at face
が、
value,
奴
it's
らが戦
highly
力差を
illogical.
承知していないはずはない。
In a
と
war
な
with
れ
the
ば
Atlanese, the odds are
何か
stacked
裏が
firmly
あるは
against
ずだ。
them. Their goal must be a deeper one.
オイラたちもそう思ってはいたんだけど。
調査を重ね、アビス教団のやつを捕まえて尋問して、おそらく今回はよほど厳重に情報を嫌な予感がする。これほどの代償を払ってまでナタを強襲するということは、似合うだけの大きな目的。
じゃあオイラたちはこれからどうすればいいんだ？
情報が不足している以上、
Since
戦う
we
以
lack
上の良
actionable
策はない。
intelligence, continue focus on the fighting.
奴らが何を企んでいるのかも
Leave
知ら
them
な
their
い
secret
が、
plots. If they're
これ
willing
だ
to
けの犠
sacrifice
牲をもいとわない
manpower,
というなら、
I intend to
奴ら
make
の
that
想定を
sacrifice
はるかに
greater and
超え
more
る犠
painful
牲を
than
強
they
い
could
て
have
も、
ever
この機
anticipated.
会をうまく使えば、アビス教団の兵力を大幅に
Eliminate
削
the
ることができ
majority
る
of。their
奴らが二度
forces.
とこんな規模の行動を起こせなくな
So
る
they'll
な
never be
ら、や
able
る
to
価
mount
値
a
はある。
large campaign ever again. It's worth our time. So, even if we don't understand the true goal, make them pay for every minute they're in that land with more troops than they can count. The sooner we do it, the better.
奴らが目的を果た
アビス教団の奴らをまとめてやっつけることほど
Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat of the
その通り
abyss.
だ。
珍しく
A
素
rare
直じゃない
candid
か。
response from Dane. Dane's one-man attack as the enemy. Let's put him in a good
貴様
mood.
らの方はどうだ。
手がかりって言えば、オイラたち旅人のお兄さんが持ってた宇宙船
We
ス
found
リ
his
ーポートの
hibernation
鍵
chamber
を
key near the
工場
collector.
彼もナタに来ているのか。
He's here in person.
確かにこれだ。
Unsurprising.
ああ、それからオイラたちそこでそいつには見えて
She
オイ
saw
ラたち
monsters
に
we
は
couldn't.
見えない魔物がいたり、逆にオイラたちに
Give
見
me
え
one
て
split
そい
second,
つ
guys.
に
I'm
は
gonna
見
take
え
a
ない
quick
魔物も
bio
いたり
break. We'll
して
stare at beautiful Dane for a moment.
大変だったぜ。
Just give me a moment. Oh, yeah. This said neither here nor there, but a shout out to the creator Evolution Square. I've been watching a lot of her videos. I've been playing a lot of Jurassic World Evolution 2. The announcement of Jurassic World Evolution 3 during Games Fest got me to finally start playing it. I posted a video of it over on YouTube of me trying it for the first time, but I've been doing the sandbox a lot. And, I've been doing the sandbox, and I've been watching, like, this one creator, and she's so cool, and I got so many cool tips and tricks for how to build a better park. It's been a lot of fun. Let's continue this, though. That's neither here nor there. She says she's on a journey to find the savior. That girl called him the savior? The last time I heard that term was before the cataclysm. It referred to your brother then, too. Who would still believe in the myth of the savior when the cataclysm has already taken place? The terms that were around even before the cataclysm? Wasn't her brother called Prince? When he was first granted title to Prince, we're getting Vinster King lore. They made him sound all the pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future continuity would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was a celebratory title given to the Prince by those who believe the rhetoric. The story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. The title stood for what the Vinster King's lust for power. Is that why Ether is determined to revive Conria? Because he thinks he failed as the savior? That doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. I suspect she's descended from pureblood Conrians afflicted with the curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people retained the ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden-haired savior. She's kind of like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated. That doesn't explain the invisible monster. Stay with us tonight. Let's discuss our next step first things tomorrow morning. Silly as it is, I think it would be so interesting. I want to see Dainsleif interact with Moeka. So I've been giving it some thought about the upcoming Song of the Welkin Moon new region not being Snezhnaya, going to Not Cry. And I'm excited about it for one silly reason. Pyro Traveler. I've had a tradition. In Mondstadt, my main character, I played a lot with Noelle, Beidou, Zhongling, Barbara, and Ning Wang. Those were like my mains, but the character that was always on my team was the Traveler. Always. now. When I went to the nation of Liyue, this is before I was streaming it, this was back in 2020, I had Geo Traveler in my party the entire time. In Inazuma, I had Electro Traveler in my party the whole time. You can go back and check. In Sumeru, I had Dendro Traveler. In Fontaine, I had Hydro Traveler. She was kind of useless, but I had her in the party for the majority of my time there. And now that we're in Natlan, I've had the Hydro Traveler in my party for most of my Natlan journey, and was really bummed about it. Sorry. So I'm very excited to have a region where we can play as the Pyro Traveler for the full time, so I won't feel like it's wasted. The one thing I still hope they add like, for the Traveler, I don't think L2 does anything on the controller. Give us a wheel. As soon as we unlock the final power, L2, and we can instantly swap between... I feel like that's got to be the final evolution of the Traveler to make her useful. Because the Traveler is still not useful. But, like, if we can instantly hot swap between Pyro to Dendro to Cryo and proc all these things super quickly, swap to Geo summon a rock pillar, then switch to Electro and shoot some of our lightning blades, you know, whatever, and that'll proc Electro Crystallize. I think that would be so friggin' cool. I also like how she doesn't have a vision. She has the 7 shifting serpent. We still don't know what that means. I'm very intrigued for her story quest. Cosmic Calamity. Her affiliation is the Cosmic Calamity. I need to get her to Friendship 6 to learn about the seven shifting serpent. Alright, well let's continue for now. Let's go talk to Dane. Again, like, I want my final party to be Traveler, Abyss Sibling, Gainsliff. Imagine how wild that would be, and, you know, I don't know, Capitano.
Are they
discussing strategy? They're getting along just fine. Morning! I got word from the Scions. Their intelligence has reported they discovered the headquarters in that land. Bulk of their forces fell back to that area. The Cinder City, okay? Could be a chance to crush them once and for all. Maybe you'll find your brother there too. Our army is almost ready. Send a message to Mawika. I beg to differ. Yeah, you really don't want to talk about the 7 in front of Dane. You have the intel. Act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival. I will go alone. Thank you for the intel. I admire his courage and believe in his strength. Even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time. I wish you the best. Alright, fine, I'm coming. I wasn't gonna dignify that with too nice of a response. All he gets is a, alright, alright. They're up in Ochkanatla in the Cinder City. Double rings! On the ship that traversed the Sea of Stars, there should only be 2 keys belonging to the gold-haired traveling twins. Cinder City is still such a cool location. Assault on the Abyss Order stronghold. And I like that they're still continuing to use what we saw in the last one with the instant activation. Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout?
アビス教団は昔から潜伏と陣地戦を得意と
All
してい
these
る。
years, the Abyss Order
俺が
managed
長
to
年
stay
奴ら
hidden
の
or
戦力
defend their
を大幅に
position.
そげなかった原因の一つだ。
This is the first chance I've had to make a dent in their
戦闘
forces.
中は貴様のことを常に
Once the
気に
fighting
かけら
starts,
れ
I
るとは
can't
限ら
promise
な
I'll
い。
have your back.
もしアビスの力で動く
If
装
you
置
run
などに
into any
遭遇したら
Abyss-powered
遠
mechanisms,
慮なく
leave
頼
them
って
to
くれ。
me.
ダインと一緒に戦うのは久しぶりだな。
It's been so long since we fought with Dane.
オイラたちだけで攻略できちゃう。お前のお兄さんにも会えたら最高なんだけど。
In this battle, Dainsliff will show you the might of the Twilight Sword. So we can't play as him, but we can summon him. The swordsman Dainsliff has mastered as the Conrian court guard captain allows him to easily espy the weakness in opposing elemental wards. His long war against Abyss made him highly cognizant of their weaknesses, allowing him to destroy their void wards. A spy, cognizant, good words. No, I think it's funnier to fight alongside 3 Archons as Dane.
つまらん小細工。 つまらん小細工を。
見切りました。
つまらん小細工。
すなわち永遠なり。
逃がすか。
Come on, Dane.
手をつなぎましょう。私のお家にいらっしゃい。めまいが。前にヤンサと一緒に拠点を攻めた時とは手応え
Very different from the battle we fought with Yansan. No one's backing down, they're fighting
本
back.
拠地の構造にこの戦い
Given the
が
construction of their headquarters and
最初から生きて
tactics,
帰
I
る
suspect
つも
they
りは
never
ない
intended to survive this battle.
望むところだ。
So this is a sacrifice play, they're giving it all they got to protect this area.
観念しろ。
何をするんだい。歌え。僕の名のもとにお披露目だ。覚えたわよ。輝くコブラに姿を現せ。ゴールじゃない。
永久に不滅。
I need some hearty chicken. Mumin, eat 3 whole chickens! This music's kind of beautiful.
つまらん小細工を。
灼熱戦。
無我の境地。
こ こそが知恵の伝道。
Dangeless, the relentless specter that haunts us. Iron Scarf with the frigid glare. Called her the corrupt. No trace of your brother who's calling the shots here. Egg. Wait 1 minute. So they're not planning on surviving this. I find that incredibly interesting. Is this all just like a stall play? Like they just want to... slow down the Natlanese and maybe us and Danesla for as long as possible, allowing our sibling to do something with the Loom of Fate. But what was our sibling talking about with the Lord of Night is the question. Again, the idea that Diradith is a descendant of Conrians is interesting. Healed health for now. Iniquitous Baptip. Word Sword of Heaven's End. Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want? Take every opportunity to hunt you down. Where's the guy in charge? This is the hunt. I must say, I pity you, Dane. The death you dole out so readily is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. Today's least your worries. All the years of pursuing us are being rendered meaningless even as we speak.
深いで仕方が貴様らにはまだ何か切り札があるのかそれとも
Allow me to be frank. Our prince has already won by other means. I do not mean the battle. No, His Highness is achieving something far greater. The Abyss Order's greatest wish. Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit the past experience with leyline reconstruction. And use the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria. That means the attack on the Nightwind was all a smokescreen. Our homeland has been revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them for 500 years and begin their lives anew in Conria. Your falsehoods are riddled with flaws. My ears tire of your tedium. Isn't there more to reviving a homeland than just reweaving ley lines? Finding a place to host them? Plus, it was that easy. Moika and the captain would have had an easier time during the war. If Conria has been revived, then where is it?
さっき見た夢がどうも引っかかってね。
Noise has found its way to Natlan's ley lines.
地脈や八神の国にそう互いに干渉しない
It's like a signal, a different dimension.
直接的な脅威は感じなかった。
Seeing ether in the night. Did they restore it inside the Night Kingdom? The Abyss Order chose to retreat. The meditation.
の近くにいた将兵の話では、休戦中多くのアビス教団の信者たちがあちこちを。
They chose to retreat when we attacked.
ティレルには見えて、私には見えない魔物。それからその逆。
So were we seeing monsters from the other dimension, and she was seeing monsters from ours? Another possibility arises. I'm in a different time and space from Deirdre. If she's Conrian like Dane suspects, that means the revived Conria exists in a separate time and space. Deirdre has found a way to communicate with us. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. The only thing that should demand our attention is that silencing this man for good. I was trying to let Dane finish him off. That's fine. That should be all of them. Destroy the Abyss headquarters. That didn't feel satisfying.
さっきのことを考えてるのか？すごく悩んでるって顔してるぞ。
Deirdre is the only other potential lead we had. We should talk to her.
なるほど。つまり貴様は彼女が復興したカーン・ルイヤの住人であると。俺はやはりカーン・ルイヤの復興がそうたやすく成し遂げられるとは思えない。だが疑念を俺はここに残って戦場の後始末をする。何か
What?
声と話し方にどこか覚えがあるとは思っていたが、貴様の死をしっかりと確認しなかったことは、俺の失態だったな。貴様もまた不死の呪いを受けたのか、ハーデン。
The curse of immortality struck you too, Harden.
500年ぶりの再会だというのに。
You still refuse to address me as master.
たとえお前が
You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. I tell you he is the word sword of Heaven's End. Your arrogance and malice cost you my respect long ago. Under the circumstances, you know reason for us to fight. I intend to kill you 100 times over. I'll make your immortality hell. Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then. Never in my nightmares have I experienced anything close to a pain of 100 deaths. No point in taking out all your hatred on me. If I took into account what you did in Conria, you'd find out how much darker your nightmares can become. Not a fan of reminiscing. You could have easily blamed the prince for his betrayal. Everyone prayed to the prince, but he was nowhere to be found. We knew the abyssal power within him had been divided up. Yet we despaired at his choice to leave us. Well, he went to go save us, right? I believe in everything he's doing now, including his regret. Who else can we place our faith in? We're proud Conrians, and we can hardly turn to the gods. You have changed. Had you been so generous, as my instructor in Black Serpent Blade Rook, I might not have loathed you. All my deeds were in spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry. As much as it pains me, my co-student Sertology was prosecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. Okay, so this is a lore drop about Sertology. The five sinners of Conria that we know about are Hroptatyr, Verdolfinir, Rhindaughter, Sertology, and Rerir. The one we know the the two we know the most about so far are Verdolfinir, who was the crystal in the Carrie Bear storyline, the visionary. Who was the sinner who infected Carrie Bear's father. But he was a visionary and a prophet. Clothar Alberic. All we really know about Sertology so far is that Sertology the Foul was the master of Skirk and raised the all-devouring narwhal by weaning it on the water of the primordial sea. And we know a lot about Rhindaughtyr. We still don't know anything about Rerir, and we know very little about Hroptatyr the Wise. Although we know that Hroptatyr, because I did a deep dive way back when we first learned the names, that Hroptatyr means the sage and is one of the pseudonyms of Odin. Sertology, of course, so Dainsleif is the Twilight Sword. This is actually interesting. When we did our deep dive all those months or last year, probably. Let me go see if I can find the page. Renova, Ruler of Death. This is all my Natland stuff. Let's go back. Here we go. The Five Sinners of Conria. This is the page I wrote on the Five Sinners of Conria however long ago. Ryan Dotir, pursuing perfection, has ties with the Hexen Circle, has the heart of Nibirius, had the Cretaceous, which is Albedo, the Alpha Soul, which is the Rift Hounds, the Humus, which was Durin. They live in the Abyss, they eat the boundaries of the world. Okay. Verdolfilnir the Visionary. As the crystal, he was chained inside of the chasm. He forced Hilichurls and Clothar to worship him. Through their words, the Abyss Order was founded. Create stone tablets of prophecy in Fontaine. Verdolfilnir, in the Tale of Odin, was the hawk sitting beneath the eyes of an eagle atop Yggdrasil, the prophet, and was Dane's older brother. Sir Talogi the Foul, Skirk's master, Child's grandmaster, owner of the all-devouring Narwhal. Now this is what my research revealed. Sir Talogi is the flaming sword of Surtur. And in the story of Ragnarok, the sword of Surtur was meant to kill gods. This provides some context. If Sir Talogi was a fellow student of Dane, Dane being the Twilight Sword, like the sword of Twilight, the sword of ending, Sir Talogi was a bright and burning sword made to kill a god. There's little point in discussing this now, as you're doing. You wore a mask of benevolence as you suppress the next generation of knights to bolster your reputation and position. So, Dane's brother and fellow student would both go on to become the Sinners. So that's a huge thing. Meaning, we still don't know a lot about Horoptatir, which I'm trying to see. Horoptatir, another name for Odin, directly translated as the Sage. The gloomy statuette, worshipped as a holy icon. The dark statuette was the one-eyed eternal piece of a pitch-dark void. If Ermin is Odin, Ermin's soul is the great pillar. That's all Horoptatir. The only one we know nothing about yet is Rerir. Rerir was the grandson of Odin, avenged his murdered father. He was the Rashier of Solnari. Rashier meaning the one who takes revenge, and Solnari being the sun nourisher. I still don't know what that means. I'm so intrigued. Too cowardly to admit it? I'm sorry, Dane. I would apologize to you for those actions, but the fact is, I can't remember them anymore. Look at what I've become. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain a form. Memory, spirit, emotion, personality, they've long been eroded. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or shame, I no longer remember it. Tell me everything about the Conria we once called home. No wonder you struck me as different. That's why Dane didn't recognize him. Memories are a crucial part. This has been a topic since Leeway, the topic of erosion and forgetting who you are. The Conria we once called home. Danes closed his eyes. Countless members of Conria flooded into his mind. All the sights, memories, feelings, everything etched in his heart and mind are gradually brought back to the forefront. Simply recalling everything seems to take a long, long time. You seem to remember much. Can you tell me about it? About our golden age? I have neither time nor sympathy. What a pity. This will be sufficient. As long as the Loom of Fate heard what I could not. Did he connect it to Dane? So Dane's memories? I lied. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled. The homeland hasn't been revived. The ley line weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley lines. Dane's memories.
かつてのカーン類野の地脈を再構築するにはあの時代のカーン類野に関するほぼ全ての記憶が必要となるのだ
The ley lines, which we know, ley lines are how the world absorbs memories and retains memories and passes them to Irminsul. To reweave the ley lines as they were, it would require someone with memories of Conria, and it can't be the Conrians because they've all eroded. Only Dane and only select people have their full memories. The Loom of Fate cannot weave without an abundant supply, so we relied on everyone in the Order to provide what they could, but it wasn't enough. The Loom is running as we speak. The meditation. The meditation they've been giving their memories. We, a people in exile stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring our nation back. A shame it had to take this long 500 years, most of our memories have faded. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy? You possess a ring, left to you by your elder brother. Again, Veritofulnir the Visionary, who founded the Abyss Order, left a ring, so that's why Dane hasn't faded. All members of the Abyss Order, everyone with the curse of immortality, has suffered from it, except Dainsleif. Because one of the 5 great sinners gave him something. Your memories are susceptible to erosion, but of all Conrians, you are sure to remember the most. Lure you here, guide you into a state of meditation, and access my memory. A few of my memories for your entire army? You're gambling everything you have on the Loom of Fate. This is a gamble our Highness has chosen to make, and thanks to you, the Loom of Fate is finished weaving. New Conria is complete. You said you would pay any price for my memories. Prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. This was a crazy cutscene. Look how much I've gone through since I just wrote that last one. All of this. Yeah. Yeah! Oh no, papers are flying out of here. You know, I'll put this in here so I can go back to that one quickly. That'll work. This is what I still referred to Dragon Age as Dreadwolf, not Veilguard. Sparking Zero, Marathon, oh my god. Indiana Jones game looks awesome. My god. Okay. Right there.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
But is she really, or is she a revived Conrian? Hey Trinity, how you been? Hi, hi, hi. Ooh, cutscene. Deirdre, you okay? Did something happen? This would totally be voiced. She's showing us the cataclysm of 500 years ago. The cubes! The cubes are back! Have you played yet, Trinity? Have you done the new story quest? Because this has been pretty great so far. Could this be the cataclysm? This is where Deirdre is right now, so she really is.
We're not from the same world, are we?
No. I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to... In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No,
Gone.
Wait. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him. Even if... Although... I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me.
Good job, Deirdre.
And I believe you can protect us all. It's just... too bad that we're not from the same time or place.
I hope we meet like an Abyss Herald version of Deirdre. That'd be crazy.
Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him.
I think I know what's gonna happen. I think I know what's gonna happen. Do I give her my key to the spaceship? And if she's part Conrian, not full-blooded, is the Hilichurl that ran away in the beginning, was that Deirdre living in the cave? And the key she dropped was not my brother's key, but my own key? Wait.
Huh? What is it?
That Hilichurl was Deirdre! No! Oh, god damn it, game! If this is her future, if this is her fate. But can I break the cycle? I could try breaking the cycle. I'm gonna... I mean, that story lines up so perfectly. I want to try something different. I think I defied fate! Ether! So that's what happened. Easteroth, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. What? There's no other way this meeting could have taken place. Ether, you knew all of this. Because I broke it, I changed time, and Easteroth knew? I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm began, I, as the Prince of Conneria, was preparing to do my part. To fight back with all my might. But this girl, Deirdre, she found me. The irony was, as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me, but she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. She actually did it. We've been separated ever since I awakened. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you. And then she brought me the news at the worst possible... So that's why he betrayed Conria, because we gave the key to Deirdre that caused him to hesitate, and that's why he left to go find us and wake us up at the beginning of the game. I was faced with a difficult decision. Wanted to see you again, but Conria was in desperate need of my help. I knew no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself and made my decision. I went to see you. When I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to your chamber was still secure. So 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment. I couldn't make sense of it, but there was no time to think. I grabbed you and ran. And that's where we are right now. An intersection in our memories. The question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. My actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Easteroth? Deirdre succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately, it is versions of us 500 years worth. So this is not our brother of the now. This is our brother of the 500 years ago. She hoped the Savior would rescue Connery to save the world, but instead she led the Savior to make a complete opposite decision. How awful, is that her fate? So because she brought our news of us to our brother, he chose to abandon Conria to save us. Has Conria been revived? Have you done what you set out to do? Not yet, but I've taken an important step. Now the ley lines of Conria are complete. I always thought the Tevat ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned the Night Kingdom had appeared to be an exception. I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack, buying me time to enter and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. For other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was room to carry out the weaving process. I received the permission. I activated the Loom of Fate. Using an Intivat as a base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Conria of 500 years ago. Superimposing it. That superimposition is what allowed you and Deirdre to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. Why did the Lord of the Night agree? After that, the new Conria was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from Abyss Order's members in their meditation. With the memories as raw materials and the superimposed realm, the Loom of Fate finished its work. What I now hold in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. The product of the Loom, holding within it the entire network of Conrian ley lines. With this, the nation known as Conria can rise again. One day I'll find a suitable location for it. Why is reviving Conria so important to you? Is it really just because of guilt? When I first arrived in Conria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. My god, there is so much Ether Lumine dialogue. The fact that this is not voiced by Sarah and Zach breaks my heart. My memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as their prince for many years that I began to remember everything, including you. Your memories were erased? Recovering old memories didn't simply erase part of my life I spent in Conria. I still see it as my second home. That's why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. Even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if you wish to speak with the Heavenly Principles as If I wish to speak with the Heavenly Principles as an equal, I would need an entire world behind me. Okay, was that the Heavenly Principles? Was that Istaroth? I knew you wanted to change fate. We both do. But this time I won't let you succeed. I cannot miss the chance to reunite with you 500 years in the past, no matter what. I don't know why. The way you're talking, it doesn't sound like you at all. Ether, this whole thing, your plan, what does that have to do with us? All along, it's only ever been about us. Goodbye, Lumine. We will begin anew at the end of your journey. This may be one of my favorite stories of all time. It dragged a bit in the beginning with the stuff with the Ansan and Sitlali, but this was awesome.
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you. The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsliff's, of course.
Yeah, retreat.
Hmm? Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hit. Paimon was looking all over, cover for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot.
I need to
But
take
look at-
everything in.
I think I got the gist of what happened.
Huh? You met your brother?
We had a long
And you
talk.
didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well,
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
I never could have
The
expected
Lord
it.
of the Night did try to explain it to me, but during the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So,
Yep.
the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed
That's
of
right.
its ability to weave ley lines.
We did hear a little bit about that.
She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
preserve a nation? You're not the only...
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her.
An additional condition?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
The lighting looks also really beautiful in the scene.
Alright, well, let's not overthink. I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. Don't you agree, Traveler? Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Varessa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
Somewhere I want to go first.
Huh?
Ian-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge.
Traveler?
Yeah, maybe I'll wait till...
Yeah.
5.8 and see if I can find that scene voiced. That wooden club that Diridith tried to hit us with was Diridith's club. That's wild. You fairly sense someone clasping your hand. This time it sends you into a deep sleep where sweet dreams await. A space in Naboo. I think that's the best intermission quest we've ever had. I will say I loved the last Archon quest with going back to Mondstadt. I loved the second Dane's quest with the inverted statue. I think that was Bowkeeper. That might not have been Bowkeeper. But where we first encountered our brother and we heard the names Aether and Lumine. And Carrie Bear was obviously incredible. I hold Carrie Bear in very high esteem. Bedtime Story was okay. And what was last year's with In Fontaine? Why am I blanking? Oh, that was Bedtime Story. Yeah, Carrie Bear was Sumeru. Bedtime Story was Fontaine. Space and Time might be my new favorite. Superseding the Liyue Dainsleif quest. Easily. That was beautiful. The cutscene was beautiful. The lore was deep and dense and very intriguing. I can't believe... As soon as I realized it was time travel, and that we were giving her our key, the Hilichurl sitting here with the key, that was our key that we gave her 500 years ago. And when I tried to break the cycle, when I realized it, that was Istaroth playing in. And the Heavenly Principles, those were the same symbol of the Heavenly Principle. So I don't know if that was one of the shades like Istaroth, or if that was... Because it begs the question, was it the Istaroth of 500 years ago, or was it the present-day Istaroth? Because I'm still fine with the theory that Paimon, whose hair clip perfectly resembles the symbol that just appeared, and the same shape as Renova, the Shade of Death, it might be Istaroth. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me also change my name card. There we go. That's our name card for this. Here we added Skirk and Dahlia. Still haven't done the giant graffiti range. I gotta do that. And this one is just turning in the Pyroculus and the Tablet of Tona. And I have determined that I'm going to save all of these Primo Gems that I've earned. However many hundreds I have here. It'll probably only be like a 10 pull or 2. But I'm saving them all for Dainsleif. This is the one that just is fun to look at. Just look at that. So we only got a little bit about the Vinster King and the Sinners. The Sinner we learned the most about was Sir Trilogy. And I'm assuming we'll learn more about Sir Trilogy when we undertake Skirk's quest on Friday. There we go. Defeat 4 opponents with Hyperbloom. Yeah, but doing the Abyss without damage is a pain. What's that cost? 13. Alright. I might do...
Ready to ride.
All right, who's waiting?
Rise with us. Shine me with the... Shine down. Locked on. Locked on. Locked on. Locked on. Open fire. Open fire.
I need to defeat that new boss for Dahlia. I have enough Sky Split Gem Blooms to get her for a while, but I wouldn't be remiss in collecting a few more.
Burn it down! Wrath from the sky!
Yoo-hoo! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Bullseye! 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 Locked on! Rise with the sun!
Shine down!
Okay, we should. Max out. Yeah, it seems like the majority of the stuff is built around this, right? I mean, I got plenty, so let's use them. Alright, well, we got her at a decent place for now. So I think that's where I'm going to call it.
Okay, let's take a walk.
I'm real excited. I'll say, we kind of lucked out with Skirk. We got the weapon. We got Calamity Queller in 110 pull. Then we got her other weapon. We got her on our 75th pull, so we won our 50-50 with Skirk. I still don't know if it was the captured Radiance. And we were able to get her weapon. And we were able to get one Dahlia out of it. I'm kind of curious about something, actually. I want to see. If I have a different weapon equipped... Oh, that's weird. It's like a mixture between her blade and the weapon that's equipped. So it just adds a spear tip to the Fleuve Cendre Ferryman. With that, it goes the full one. That's really fun. I'm happy. Alright, so I will be doing some boss fights in my off time. We will be back in 2 days to do the Skirk story quest. We'll also just be periodically doing some of these. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing more Mafia. We're actually going to be finishing Mafia Definitive Edition tomorrow. And I think next week, maybe either Sunday or next Tuesday, we're going to be starting Mafia 2 Definitive Edition. And that's all in preparation for August's Mafia Old Country. Friday is Fortnite Marvel, and that is when we will be doing the Crystalina chapter, Skirk story. Hopefully we'll be getting more information about Sertology here, and why he chose to bring Skirk to this world based on what we saw in those beginning clips. I'm intrigued. I think this was an awesome chapter, and I'm really excited. I'm putting Diradith up there with Clotar and Carabear of people we couldn't save, man. And now Haddon, the Word Sword. Hayden, the Word Sword. And Sertology, the fellow student of Dane. I'm intrigued. Alright. I love this, guys. I can't stop gushing enough. I'm very happy. But that's where I'm going to call it for now. So thank you guys so much for joining me. That's all for this thing that I'm doing. Till next time, which is tomorrow, stay awesome. Peace.